So at MSG on March 16th, there's a Vader and Taker casket match. And, of course, you come out of the casket during the match, put the claw on Taker, and help Vader get the win. I take it this is like the ultimate rib. If we can't put him under the ring, let's stick his ass in the casket.
Well, I would have found a way to get from underneath the ring into the casket. That was part of the magic of WWE. So I would not have been in a casket for 5 hours. Well, maybe I did. Oh, no. I would have had to have been under the ring the whole day because that was the rib on me, right? No reason to break that rib just yet. I only found out like maybe 2014 that didn't have to be that way. And that was where I...
Did they give you like a little mattress pad down there?
I believe there was a blue... So
there's a blue mat that will go around the ring.
Blue mat and something to pee in if you need it. And you have a monitor under there. And then all the little toys, kendo sticks and chairs and those type of things are under there. But it's the rib on me because I'm under there for 5 or 6 hours. And
let me give context here for a minute. This is pre-smartphones.
Yeah.
There's nothing to do under there.
Right, nothing.
There's no light. It's not like you can read a book.
Right.
And it's not like you can, scroll Twitter. You're just listening to guys pound away at the mat and fans hoot and holler for hours on end.
Yeah. And the sound under there is almost deafening.
Yes.
And
so do you wear a headset?
No. You try to pee before you go out there. You hope you won't have to pee. I was told that a Kurt Hennig rib was when there were like 4 guys under the ring and he brought the fart spray, which is just,
I already took a shit. It's real. But...
He may I don't know. But I didn't have fart spray with me, and I was by myself under there. It would have been nice to have some company.
Hornswoggle fell asleep once, right?
Yeah, probably. He spent a great amount of time under there. I'm not sure if they...
I think he fell asleep and missed it once.
Did they smart him up to the rib, or did he have to go under there for hours?
I think he's finding out right now.
That he didn't need to be that way? Yeah. I didn't need to be that way. But when I was under there, I was under there for a while. And I don't care who you are, how tough you are. It's not in our nature to feel comfortable while getting buried alive. And it's not in our nature to feel comfortable in a coffin.
Yeah.
And so we do both of them. Given my choice, I'd rather be in a coffin than getting buried alive.
Yeah.
But it's still an uncomfortable thing, especially when the boys in the back play a rib on you and don't let you out for minutes. So it's less than ideal. Yeah, it's less than ideal.
So Taker gets the advantage as Vader and Paul run off. You get put in the casket, rolled into the back. And then Syracuse is the go-home Raw and the scene for this infamous Bret Hart promo after the Sid Cage match that everybody was talking about. As a reminder, people know what happened. But Davey Boy beat Vader by DQ after you interfere. It's a big brawl. Owen's involved. And now we're on a...
What was the Bret interview?
So if you recall, it was a cage match, and afterwards they go to commercial, they come back. Sid won. Bret was cheated. So he flips out. He pushes Vince McMahon down.
Yeah.
And he, says goddamn into the microphone, and this is bullshit, and blah, blah, blah. And I mean, it was a pretty strong promo with a lot of foul language, and there was an overrun. And apparently it was all approved and blessed. But I think you could go back and you could say that Monday Night Raw is probably the first time that attitude was really a thing.
Yeah,
Maybe they weren't calling it that yet. But you didn't have Bret, this, all-time babyface at that point, saying GD, and no, that wasn't a thing. And here it happened. But it was also almost an acknowledgement that Vince is the boss. He's not just an announcer.
Right.
And then Stone Cold came on the monitor, or the Jumbotron, if I remember, and he said something like, Bret, if you'd been screwed as many times as you said, you'd have struck oil by now, and here comes Sid. But it was a nice way to build WrestleMania.
Yeah, and it's a nice way to get the consummate champion into a feud that doesn't revolve around a title.
Yes.
So that you have the title, between Undertaker and Sid, which is billed as the main event, but you clearly have this great feud with Bret, who's the most beloved wrestler in the company, against this shooting star. I won't say shooting star because Steve, once he got there, stayed there. But you have this rocket taking off in Steve Austin. And now I'll argue that at least in the top 5 great Bret Hart matches is a match that has nothing to do with the title, but everything to do with pride.
Yeah, and it gave you like a little tease of what was to come with the big double turn. Yeah. You got to see this harder edge of Bret. But
Shamrock's shorts were pretty tight that night, weren't they? Did he take a look at the shorts that Sean wore as a guest referee? Say nobody's going to outdo me when it comes to the short shorts. It's funny, you wear trunks and that's fine. But if your shorts aren't down almost to your knees,
we're offended.
You were offended. And it's like post-'80s basketball where everyone wore the short shorts.
Yeah.
And Kevin's wearing some tight shorts. And he's wearing no sleeves on his referee shirt,
That's
right?
correct.
But he is the acknowledged baddest man. You know, he was the world's most dangerous man.
Yeah.
Him being in that is a big deal. And you've got the double turn with Steve and Bret in one of the great WrestleMania matches of all time, which is, like you said, maybe not even the semi-main event by local Chicago standards.
It was third from the top.
Yeah.
But in my mind, it's the real main event.
Yeah.